Oh, no, don't do that.
You won't get her off the bridge. I will.
396 days from now.
Star Trek Discovery, Sean Cochran and Lee Roses face the strange. The fourth episode of Star Trek Discovery Season 5 features a surprise return from Lieutenant Commander Airiam, Hannah Cheeseman. The USS Discovery forces Captain Michael Burnham, Sonequa Martin Green, Commander Raynor, Keith Callum Rennie, and Commander Paul Stamets Anthony Rapp to journey through various eras of the ship's history and future. Their time travel puzzle transports the group back to Star Trek Discovery Season 1 when Captain Gabriel Lorca Jason Isaacs commanded the USS Discovery. In Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Burnham discovers that Airiam is in leadership instead of Lorca, a year before his death. The cyborg Airiam's distinct look stands out among the largely human people in Star Trek Discovery, piquing curiosity about his origins. Airiam, with striking blue eyes and facial features divided into pale white and silver chrome segments, could have been a member of an alien species new to Star Trek Discovery, such as Kelpian Commander Saru, Doug Jones, or a 23rd century synthetic life form, such as a precursor to Lieutenant Commander Data, Brent Spiner. Lieutenant Commander Airiam was neither an extraterrestrial nor an early android. Instead, she was an upgraded human, modified with cybernetic parts following a shuttle accident that left her in critical condition and killed her new husband. Who was Airiam, and how did she die in Star Trek Discovery? Lieutenant Commander Airiam was a cyborg scientific officer who served on the USS Discovery during Star Trek Discovery Seasons 1 and 2, frequently taking charge of the ship when the captain and first officer were not present. As the Spore Drive Operations Officer, Airiam served as a liaison between Discovery's Bridge Command crew and Lieutenant Commander Paul Stamets' engineering team. Airiam was close to the rest of the bridge crew of the USS Discovery, including Ensign Sylvia Tilley, Mary Wiseman, Lieutenant Joanne Awusekan, Oyen Oladejo, and Lieutenant Keela Detmer Emily Coots. Burnham didn't know Airiam well then, but he would shortly. Airiam's improvements were occasionally beneficial, such as while digesting 10,000 years of data from the sphere, but they also resulted in her death in Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Episode 9, Project Daedalus. Control. The threat assessment AI developed by Starfleet Section 31 hijacked Airiam via her cybernetic augmentation to get access to the sphere data, with the objective of becoming sentient and eradicating sentient life. Control had gotten 25% of the sphere data before Airiam recognized her death was the only way to stop him. Airiam pleaded with Burnham and Lieutenant D. Nyan, Rachel Ancherl, to free him from an airlock, and Nyan eventually agreed. Two actors played Airiam in Star Trek. On Star Trek Discovery, two different actors played Lieutenant Commander Airiam. Starting with Sarah Middich in Season 1, Middich may have had an allergic reaction to the cyborg makeup, preventing her from continuing to play Airiam beyond the first season of Star Trek Discovery. Instead of leaving, Airiam's original actress portrayed Lieutenant Nielsen, a new human character who debuted in Star Trek Discovery Season 2. Following Airiam's death, Nielsen assumed the post of Spore Drive Operations Officer and remained on the USS Discovery in the 32nd century until Star Trek Discovery Season 5, when he transferred to the USS Voyager. J. Hannah Cheeseman played Lieutenant Commander Airiam in Star Trek Discovery Season 2 and reprised the character in Season 5, Episode 4, Face the Strange. Although the episode revisited Discovery Season 1, in which Sarah Middich played Airiam, it made sense for Hannah Cheeseman, Airiam's second actor, to return to Star Trek Discovery. The plot is based on a constant thread that runs from the link between Cheeseman's Airiam and Michael Burnham before Airiam's sad death in Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Episode 9, Project Daedalus, to their encounter in Discovery Season 5, Episode 4, Face the Stranger. Why Airiam was important to Star Trek Discovery Season 5's time travel. Lieutenant Commander Airiam was instrumental in resolving the time travel issue in Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Episode 4, Face the Strange. Stamets' plan to contain the time bug by breaking Discovery's warp bubble required cooperation from the bridge crew, an impossible task at a time when Discovery's captain was Captain Gabriel Lorca Jason Isaacs, and Michael Burnham was considered an untrustworthy mutineer. Fortunately, the duty list revealed Lorca was not on the USS Discovery and Airiam was in command. Therefore, Captain Burnham's task of persuading the bridge crew to assist was reduced from impossible to merely tough. Although Burnham was not particularly close to Lieutenant Commander Airiam, Michael was present when Airiam died, witnessing all of the suffering in his final minutes. Burnham's testimony about Airiam's death was received with criticism from Detmer and Osunsanmi, but it also elicited a sorrowful response from Airiam herself. Airiam knew herself and her actions considerably better than her friends did. Airiam, certain that Burnham was telling the truth about coming from the future, agreed to the idea and assisted in getting the USS Discovery out of its time loop. In Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Lieutenant Commander Airiam's trust saved the future as it did in Discovery Season 2.